Hello everybody, today is 21st of August 2020 and I was going to do this video a while ago, but anyways, better late than never. This video is basically going to be talking about the Mark of the Beast technology that now is available, funded by Bill and Melinda Gates. Here I am on the MIT website. The link, I'll put that, let me just copy it I'll put the link below anyhow. I'll just put it here for a real quick second, so if you want to read it, see it, it's going to be right there. So news.mit.edu/2019/storing vaccine history 1218. You can see that. Anyways, let's get started here. So MIT is a trusted source of information. As always, a lot of people claim conspiracy theorists they just make up random shit, and they just basically are blowing hot air out of their ass. Just a bunch of people with tinfoil hats. Meanwhile, like I've said in other videos, who's wearing the tinfoil hat now? I see everybody wearing masks. So to me, masks are the new tinfoil hats, and I don't wear masks and I don't wear any tinfoil hats. So MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, is a very famous school, and this is their website. This is no joke, it's a real website, it's their website, and like I said, I'll put the links right below this video so you can click on it and read it for yourself. Because here's the thing, a lot of people, even if you show them the actual information from a so-called trusted source, and I said this before in other videos, if it's not on television news, they will not believe. That's just the way they roll. They are so far gone that it's just all about seeing that anchor newswoman or newsman telling them what to do and what to think and how to react to a situation. If it's not on TV news, they will not believe it. Point blank, period. That is it. And they'll never admit to it, but that is the case. I've tried and I've talked to lots of people trying to talk about this stuff, and it's all the blank stares, and in their heads they're thinking, buddy, you are effing crazy. You're a fucking insane donkey. What are you talking about? Why are you even looking at this stuff? In this day and age, it's actually considered weird to be informed. And all these people who continuously believe television news are going to pay the price in the end, because they're not going to actually see the signs. They're not going to believe the signs. They're going to take the vaccines and all this stuff. And then they're going to be in for a world of hurt, in my opinion. I don't want anyone to get hurt, but if you keep ignoring what's right in front of your eyes, you're going to be in for a world of hurt come very soon. So please start understanding this is not just blowing shit out of my ass, it's right in front of you. Let's get started. So this is about the Mark of the Beast technology. I'll explain what the Mark of the Beast is later. Most of the people already understand that. So MIT engineers have developed a way to store medical information under the skin. So people were making fun of tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists talking about having, chips, RFID chips, microchips underneath your skin. Those same people, they shouldn't be laughing. If you have dogs or cats, you all know that technology has been available for a long, long time. They just don't think. These people just always laughing, always making fun. They don't think that they would actually implement this in humans. Well, here's the information. And let's get rolling here. So you can store medical information under the skin using a quantum dot tie that is delivered along with the vaccine. So you get vaccinated, and you get and it stores the medical information right underneath your skin using a microneedle patch. The dye, which is invisible to the naked eye, can be read later using a specially adapted smartphone. There you go. That's how easy it is. So the special dye, along with the vaccine, could enable on-patient storage with vaccination history. Every year, a lack of vaccination leads to about 1.5 million preventable deaths, primarily in developing nations. One factor that makes vaccinations campaigns in those nations more difficult is there's no infrastructure to store medical records. And then it says here, it talks about the paper vaccination cards are lost, so that instead of worrying about any type of paper documentation, now everything is stored underneath your skin. Really easy to understand that this is real. And basically it loads microparticles into microneedles. The patch is delivered through the skin, and then it's scanned using a smartphone. So this is what I've talked about for a long time in many videos. Nanotechnology, basically microchips that are very small, that basically are in your blood. You will not be able to see them with the naked eye. Let me just pause this for half a second here. And of course, it's always nice to see who's funding this. And at the bottom of every single one of these papers, the research was funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. As always, they always have their dirty paws in every single thing when it comes to any type of New World Order technology, vaccines, and all this crap. They're always the number one funders of everything. And the year of this press release, whatever you want to call it, paper, December 18, 2019. So just at the end of 2019, about 7 months ago. 7 to 8 months ago now, 9 months ago. So there he is, storing medical information below the skin's surface. And everyone's gonna be like, so what's the big deal? Yeah, what's the big deal is eventually, this is gonna have all your information in it. Like I said before, you're not gonna have a passport, you're not gonna have a driver's license. Eventually, you're not gonna have to have a credit card or a debit card or any kind of school card, any type of card at all. And if you can't see it, if you can't even understand that, then you really are too far gone. And yes, most of the population, they're Looney Tunes. They will not believe this. And I'm just pointing out the facts that I see. If you want to believe it or not, it's entirely up to you. But at the end of the day, here's the technology for you to see. This is going to be implemented, and this is also going to be part of the cashless society that they want to implement. Oh, why would they want to create a cashless society? It's easier to control you, first of all. And governments will be able to tax and record every single transaction you ever made. So they're going to be making much more tax dollars because you cannot hide that. You can't pay cash to any tradespeople. You can't even give your kid a $20 bill for their birthday or whatever. Has that happened yet? Of course it hasn't. A little common sense will tell you, once this technology is rolled out to the general population, storing vaccine identification, vaccine records, obviously cashless society, we're almost all cashless now. Most people pay things with their credit cards and debit cards. So eventually this will be in your skin. Very easy to see, very easy to understand. Shocking that it's actually available, but this is the truth. This is the mark of the beast technology. And here's another university paper from Rice University. That name makes me laugh. Rice University, they're all Asians. Anyways, same crap. Rice bioengineer reveals dissolving microneedles that also embed fluorescent medical information. Keeping track of child shots could be so much easier with technology invented by a new Rice University professor and his colleagues. Kevin McHugh is the person behind this quantum dot tag technology. Same thing, here's the same image. And basically here is we leave patterns of tags just in the skin where they become something like a barcode tattoo. Once again, mark of the beast technology is here, something I've heard about back in the late 90s in 1996, and here we are 25 years later, and it's just basically going to be rolled out. Now, does anyone have any creative abilities to maybe think that this technology might be rolled out with a COVID-19 virus or COVID-19 vaccination that they are working on all over the place right now? No one thinks that this is possible. No one thinks that it might be rolled out with COVID-19 vaccinations. Like I said in other videos, eventually you will not be able to fly. You will not be able to have certain jobs, bring your kids to school and all this stuff without being vaccinated. And this is how it's gonna. This is all part of the same technology. You can't go to school. They'll just scan your arm, and if you don't have your vaccination records, guess what? You're not going to be able to get on a flight to go on a trip to Mexico. You're not going to be able to get a government job. Your kids will not be able to go to school. And eventually, as you see now, and I've said this in other videos, with mandatory masks at places like Walmart and Winners here in Vancouver, Canada, and many places across the world have mandatory masks as soon as you walk outside. How far-fetched is it to see that you will not be able to purchase anything? You will not be able to go into a store and purchase food unless your arm is scanned, proving you've been vaccinated for the greater good, to protect other people, right? Same thing as a mask, to protect other people, because this disease, this virus is so deadly, right? Very easy to see at this point. Okay, so over here I typed in mandatory vaccines in Australia. They seem to be ahead of the game when it comes to these vaccines. And the actual Prime Minister of Australia the last couple of days has been talking about that. And then he backtracked that because he saw there was a backlash from the anti-vaxxers because they're the crazy conspiracy theorists. They think that vaccines aren't safe and they think the government's going to track them and chip them. Yeah, well, this pretty much proved my conspiracy theory from MIT News directly from their website, mit.edu. So the conspiracy theorists were right again, but keep laughing all the way to the fucking gas chambers, you stupid morons. It's just the way it works though. A lot of people are just too blind to see what's right in front of their face. They don't want to see it. And they're gonna be in for a world of pain. So here, Australia is the latest country to secure a supply of a vaccine for COVID-19 being developed by Oxford University and pharmaceutical giant AstraZeneca. So let's just copy that and let's see where that leads. Who's funding that? Okay, so here, this is from The Guardian, trusted news outlet. I think it's from England. Global News, Australian Prime Minister backtracks on plan to make coronavirus vaccine mandatory. So all you people who said, oh, they'll never make vaccines mandatory, this and that, they were trying to in Australia. So he's backtracking, but he wants 95% of the people. Scott Morrison wants 95% of the people in Australia to take the vaccine. So he's not going to make it mandatory, but like I've said in other videos, guess what? They're going to make it very difficult to have a regular life. You're not going to be able to fly or shop in stores or send your kids back to school or have government jobs unless you're vaccinated. They'll probably have that technology with a digital ID, the digital tattoo. Very easy to see if you're paying attention, if you want to understand what's going on. And if you think this can't happen in Canada, how ridiculous are you? Australia is another Commonwealth country. This is not a third world banana republic. Australia is a Commonwealth country. They're in the winter months, and it's just logical sense that they will try to roll this out here. Is it going to be mandatory? Well, they'll try to make it mandatory. If there's pushback, I guess they won't, but they're going to make it very difficult. Like I was saying, you can't fly, can't send your kids back to school, can't shop at Walmart probably, and who knows whatever else. Okay, let's just pause this for a sec. And the company, the pharmaceutical company that's basically in a contract with the Australian government is AstraZeneca. Now, let's go over here. Where is it? AstraZeneca. Shit. Let's just go back. Or is it? No, dang it. One sec here, guys. Let me just... So AstraZeneca reaches $2 billion capacity for coronavirus vaccine, receives more funds from Bill Gates' organization. So once again, Bill Gates is behind all this stuff, and you people who have been rolling your eyes at all the conspiracy theorists all these years are going to eat your words in the end, because all of this shit is going to be proven right, because it's very easy to find this information if you want to. But all you morons, shit talkers, they think you're so smart watching your TV news, are the most uninformed people on the planet at this point, and you choose to be that way. We've been warning you for years and years, but you choose to be uninformed because you're just too smart to fall for a conspiracy theory that they're gonna microchip all the world's population. Meanwhile, I'm showing you all the proof right here in black and white. I'm showing you who's funding the vaccines, and I'm showing you that they're actually trying to make it mandatory, you fucking dumb morons. And like I said before, why would they have to vaccinate people for something that has a survival rate of over 99%? Most of the people dying are in old care facilities. But no, they have to vaccinate every single person on old, from a newborn right up to a person who's a senior citizen. Does that make sense to you? Of course it does, because you don't really give a shit, and all you care about doing is watching sports and not paying attention to real life issues. You like to live in the fantasy world where it's much easier to forget about current events that will affect your life in the very near future. Very easy to do that, but not for long, my friends. Not for fucking long. Like I said before, Bill Gates is the one funding the World Health Organization. The World Health Organization, look it up, dictates to all the countries across the world. Even here in Vancouver, Canada, Anything you see on TV that's being dictated from local health officials comes from the WHO, the biggest funder being Bill Gates. And he's also the one funding the fucking vaccines, and he's the one who's going to make the money off the vaccines. It's so stupid that all these people who think they're so smart are so clueless. Then I have to live with them and try to explain to them like a little kindergarten kid. I feel like I'm a teacher explaining to little children, okay, this is how it all works, and this is what's real. Look at this and look at that. They're like, oh, what are you talking about, you moron conspiracy theorist? I don't want to hear any of your bullshit. You're so stupid. You're so far out there. Why do you care about this stuff? Why do I care? Why do I care? Why do you think I fucking care, you dumb idiots? Make me so mad. Unreal. And over here in Canada, it says, this was August the 5th, Canada inks a deal with Pfizer, Moderna for the coronavirus candidates. So they go on to state here that these are the people that they've signed contracts with. Now, does anybody have any idea if there would be any corruption? Do you think that Justin Trudeau would actually receive a kickback from choosing certain candidates, certain pharmaceutical companies to deal with, considering it's all about money? Of course you don't. But meanwhile, Justin Trudeau has been involved in the We scandal, charity scandal, where, you know, he's giving his mother $300,000, his brother's on the board of the We charity and stuff like that. So I know it's hard for anyone, a lot of people to have the capacity to understand there's corruption, and they just don't think. There's nothing going on up here, but start understanding that corruption is at the highest level. Start understanding there's a lot of money to be made if you end up vaccinating every single person on planet Earth, and start understanding who the players are. All corrupt governments, Bill Gates, the World Health Organization, and all the health officials. Kickbacks are the norm when it comes to stuff like this. Just because you're not involved in those industries doesn't mean it's not going on. Get your fucking head out of your ass once and for all. Anyways, guys, I'm too tired to scream at the camera anymore. I don't know what to say. I'll just do these videos whenever I feel like blowing off some steam. But at the end of the day, this is so ridiculous that I even have to come on here and explain this stuff to people who are supposedly intelligent, university educated individuals and everybody else. But here I am. Anyways, hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video on social media. Remember, this is about the mark of the beast. Actually, let me just show you that 1 second.